What's going on, everybody? So, sitting here at about 35 yards, which after Total Archery Challenge feels like a chip shot. Most of my training for Total Archery Challenge a few weeks back was shooting in 60, 70, out to 80 yards. And I got really comfortable with that. But here's the new challenge. With now I'm training for bow season. Now I'm training for realistic hunting scenario shots. And 35 yards is a pretty good realistic shot. The challenge for me though is I have a 3-pin hybrid sight. My top 2 pins are horizontal and fixed. My bottom pin's a dialer. I'll take those dialer shots all day with my bottom pin because I can say, all right, 65 yards, I turn my dial to 65, good to go. My horizontal pins, my dialer pin only goes as low as 40. So when it's on its default setting, my pins are 20, 30, and 40, and I have to kind of go in between the pins. That's when you have a horizontal fixed pin sight, that's what you deal with. So I'm training myself right now to get used to that in-between shot. That way, when there's a buck at 25 or 35 yards, I know if I hold high with my 30-yard pin or low with my 20 or low with my 40 or whatever, I'm gonna still be able to make a good shot. Now, as you saw at the beginning of this video, my last deadlift workout did not go very well. I was really beat up from doing a training session in that suit, and more beat up than I would have liked. My next deadlift day called for, I just did some speed work in the suit. I did 8 sets of 2 with 435 roughly. Felt really good, but I think that much volume that fast really took a toll on me. And that was on a Saturday. This past Tuesday, that's what the video that started this was at. I was supposed to work up to a max effort triple, and it had me going for 545 for a triple. Going up, I'm like, man, I don't feel 100%. So I was like, okay, I'll drop down to 535. That's what the program had me do, because my warm-ups in Juggernaut, you rate your warm-ups and how they feel, and I put my last warm-up as feeling pretty bad, so it dropped me to 535. And okay, I should be able to get this. That first one moved really slow, and I felt a tweak about halfway up. You can see the bar kind of pause there for a second. And like an idiot, I tried going for the second rep, and I had tweaked a muscle in my back. So it's been a painful week since. And it reminded me that I've trained for 3 competitions back to back. My strongman competition last summer, powerlifting meet down in Georgia in October, and then that most recent one here in Nashville in January. So I've done nonstop competition training. And I said after that last meet I was going to cut weight and focus on hunting. And this back injury kind of reminded me that I needed to do that. So that's what I'm going to do. I am not going to compete in that strongman competition in St. Louis after all. That would put me at a year of training for competitions, and at my age, I really only need to be training for one, maybe 2 competitions a year. So we're back to cutting body weight. And doing more hypertrophy training and building fitness for hunting season. And so I hope you'll Hope you'll join me on that, and I'll keep you updated on how the cut's going. This morning I was at 261, so I was right about 270 after my last meet. So I've just been slowly losing weight, but I'm wanting to get down between 245, 250. I think that'd be a good body weight for me, and I'll keep you posted as that goes along. I'm gonna finish shooting my dozen here, and then may shoot another dozen. By that time, my pre-workout will be kicked in, and we'll get into the training session.
So just having a kind of a real bro session today because my back's not 100%. I was supposed to do high bar squats on this day, but my back was feeling good, but I want to give it a couple days of feeling good before I start doing lower body work again. I primarily just want to make sure I'm healthy. So doing, I'm running the Power Combo program in Juggernaut AI, which is a mix of power building and power lifting. And I'm focusing on variations of the power lifts that I don't do very often. That way I don't get in my head when I'm doing a cut and worry about losing strength in my squat, bench, and deadlift, because I'm doing variations that I don't regularly do. So this is extra wide grip bench press. I normally bench press with my middle finger on the rings. This is about as wide as I can go without my hands getting caught in the J-cups when I unrack and re-rack. So this was a good change of pace there. A lot lighter weight and just a good chest pump, good range of motion. And then probably one of my favorite back variations aside from barbell rows is these chest supported dumbbell rows. I have 80-pound dumbbells. That's the heaviest I have, so when I run out I'll have to go up to a barbell, but for the time being I'm doing high reps with the 80s. I like the range of motion. Once we were done with that superset, moved on to just some seated overhead dumbbell press. Just working on seated variations right now, just trying not to create a whole lot of fatigue and just focusing on whatever muscle I want to work the best. So doing a lot of really high reps here, and just kind of enjoying, training like a bodybuilder, enjoying training with the lighter weights and longer ranges of motion, and really focus on that mind-muscle connection that you sometimes have a hard time doing when you're lifting heavy all the time. So it's a nice change of pace. I'm not beating my body up as much. Actually, a lot of bodybuilding work, I feel like I'm increasing my mobility through bigger ranges of motion. Supersetted those overhead presses with lat pull downs here. I believe I did 3 sets of each, just till I got to where I felt like I had about 3 reps left in the tank. It's usually how I start a training block. And then moved on to here to my final superset of the day, just a good old arm blast. So I got overhead skull crushers here. My main mission right now is to increase my tricep size and strength. So I'm doing some sort of tricep variation every day that I'm in the gym. And this has become one that I haven't done in a while, but throughout the week I'm hitting now every angle of my triceps. I've got overhead, I've got regular skull crushers, and then I have push downs, not to mention the close grip bench variations I'm doing also. So I'm hitting my triceps in every way. Supersetted that with some easy bar curls, just to wrap up the day, just a good old arm pump. So that's that. I hope you enjoy. Like I said, just having a little change of plans, but it's a blessing in disguise with shorter workouts, and it's not having to have the pressure of a competition, and focusing on just getting in better shape, getting leaner, and getting ready for bow season. Those are my only goals right now, and it's nice. So stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe, and take care.